Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carey. Have a second cup for me because I didn't make any today. I know, crazy, right? Lala messaged me in the comments section and she said, I haven't heard from him yet. I'm waiting. I thought we had a really great date. I'll tell you exactly what she said, actually. And I want you to pay careful attention to the timeline because we're going to play You're the Coach. And we're going to see what you might have thought or suggested to Lala when she left these messages in my comments section. See if we're on the same page, if I'm wearing off on you at all after over 500 episodes. It's crazy. I think a lot of you have learned quite a bit, so let's see how you do with this situation when you're the coach. If that's at all interesting, stick around because Lala's story, that is what's on the agenda. She had a first date with him on Saturday night. So their first date went great. They talked about a lot of things. They even mentioned a second date, but no exact or specific plan was made. He, like a perfect gentleman, asked her, and I tell my fellas to do this all the time. I think it's fantastic. Really is so gentlemanly, so chivalrous, and kind, most importantly. He said, send me a text when you get home to let me know you got home okay. She did that. She texted him, and he thanked her for a great night. That was Saturday. Sunday goes by, nothing. Monday, nada. Tuesday, nothing. We're here at Wednesday. She hasn't heard from him in the afternoon. This is the point we're going to pause, and you tell me, what would you suggest that Lala, and I'm not even sure that's her name, it's just the beginning of her username, but I like it as a female name. I hope it is her name. I would suggest that you pause the episode right here. I'll make a funny face, so when you come back, I'll be like this. Right down below into the comments, tell me what you would have advised. And then when you come back, I'll share with you what I did tell her to do and how it turned out. Go ahead and pause right here. I'll just wait here. So I said to her, if it really was a great date, you don't have to sit around and wait for him to call. If you trust your instincts is what I was thinking, and you know that there was a connection for you, that this was special enough that you don't want to let it go, be assertive. I said, find something you would like to do this weekend, whether you're with somebody or not, and then write to him in a text message and say, hey, I was thinking about going to see this blah, blah, blah on Saturday or Sunday. Wondered if you had any interest in joining me. Just text him that and see what happens, what kind of a response you get. But I did warn her that you have to be prepared, like fellas are all the time when they choose to put themselves out there, to put it on the line and their ego and all, and ask a woman to do something and she says no, that there could be disappointment that comes from putting yourself out there like that. Be prepared for the fact that there's a chance he may say no. Fellas go through this all the time. And when somebody says no to your suggestion, you spend time together, there's a pretty good chance that he or she is not your person. And they just figured it out before you did. So thank you for letting me in on the fact that we are not a match, because I was still going to continue to spend time with you to figure it out. But you already know we're not a match. Fantastic. I told her she had absolutely nothing to lose, everything to gain. She'd have her answer. And if you don't try, you'll never know. What do they say? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And now I'm very curious as to what you all would have suggested. And obviously I'm recording this before you're seeing it, so I could go look right now. I probably am looking at it right now, actually. But there's more to this because she followed up with me on what happened, and then I gave her another suggestion. So let's move forward to the follow-up to this, what she told me and my suggestions for how she should proceed. She said, Carey, I messaged him and he is planning our second date. Thank you so much for saving this potential romance. So fantastic. She was bold. She made the next move, got things on track, and I had to share with her what I always share with my female clients when they have a fella that's not moving at the same speed that she is or that she desires, and she's not really sure where he's at, and that is this. I always tell my gals, if you feel that this could be your person and he's just being a little slow to the game or he's not sure or wishy-washy, but you want to get to know him better, and also maybe you want him to get to know you better, that's part of it as well, make the first 3 to 4 dates happen. This would be number 2 for her. So she's for sure got one more. That she should be as assertive as she needs to be to make sure they get a third date on the books. And then he'll know her well enough to know if he likes her or not. And at that point, she should back away and let him take the initiative, take over the planning of the dates, the asking her out, the whole initiation and reaching out and texting. Because as I told her, you can't drag somebody into a relationship who's wishy-washy or isn't sure they're into you. So get those first 3 dates under your belt, so to speak, and then see what he does with that. If he continues to make plans with you for the next weekend and that happens, you're well on your way. If you don't hear from him again, move on, because obviously he was just going because you were making it easy and or he's still on the fence. But after 3 dates, he should know that you're super cool and he wants to see you again. Otherwise, you know he's not your person. So I really thought that was great that she was able to, embolden herself and make that move to message him and bring it up that she wanted to do something, and that it worked out so fantastically. And now I'm just really excited to go check the comments and see what y'all wrote that you would have perhaps suggested, because I will definitely comment on everything that you leave for me down in the comment section, as I always do. Before you leave, might want to take a peek, a gander, I like to say, at this episode. Promise you I'll pick a good one, so check that out if you've got a couple extra minutes. Hey, before you go, Mom says, thumbs up if you enjoyed the episode. I'd appreciate you subscribing. If you've got an extra 10 seconds to push that button, really helps out the channel, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks again, and have a good one.